Alright guys, welcome back to another Wednesday night scrim hosted by myself, SnowBack. Tonight we're going to do things just a little differently than normal. Instead of 3 games tonight, we're going to be running 5. So we're going to be doing Erangel, Miramar, Vikindi, then Erangel, and then Miramar again. So I ended up getting the 30-day unlimited use room cards, so I'm going to take full advantage of those before they run out. So from now on, every time we do them, we're just going to see how many teams we can get in and how long we can go. So I figure 5 games for the first night should be pretty good. I think that's what most run out there nowadays anyways. So other than that, we reduce the amount of teams by 2. I might go down to taking 1 more off. I'm trying to make it so I guess like 100 people to me is a giant clusterfuck when it comes to trying to practice drop stuff like that. There's just too many people everywhere, and it's not really simulated like any tournament. So I'll see how it runs, and then I might take out 1 more depending on how today goes. See how it is compared to a 100-man lobby. So hopefully we should come out pretty good. So first playing line of tonight. Change this up real quick. Is going to go from the western edge near Gatka all the way down to right in between military and Novo. So not really too good of a plane line for our first round, but definitely expect to see quite a few battles over here at military. Could be definitely wrong like I am sometimes and only end up with like 1 or 2 teams here, 1 at main and 1 at Novo. So a bunch of teams already starting to jump out. They're going to be the ones heading to North George, South George, crates in the hospital area, as usual. Other than that, the people that are going to start jumping out now are the ones going to be heading to Pachinki School Apartments. Roshawk's going to be a little too far away to jump from the plane right now. You're also going to see people jumping out near the farm area, grabbing cars. Same thing's going to be happening on the road to Pachinki, as well as school. And those will be the people that you see going to the eastern side of the island. Let's go ahead and take a look at North George. Actually, no, this is going to be a South George right now. So we're going to have 2 teams dropping on each other. Team 24, Team 21, and Team 6, which is Prism, is going to be at the hospital as well as a little bit deeper into South George. So we're going to have 3 teams right here off the bat. So should hopefully get some pretty good stuff on stream over here. We have Me6 over here at the hospital with Goliath. Big Chuck already rocking an AK, trying to play some shots onto him as he's trying to find some loot across the building. So Me6 is going to have 2 members inside. Big Chuck's going to be on the 3rd story. Hatter's going to be on the bottom. High-Low is now going to be pushing up to the hill. Actually, no, still back at the L building. Sometimes I get the distance a little bit wrong when I trying to spectate from like this 3rd-person view right here. So Coot's going to get a knock onto Don G-Buds. Hilo is now going to be pushing across the street. As you can see, Galaxy and Legends are now heading this way as well. So definitely expect to see something go down right here at Hospital. Jiggy's now going to be rolling up too. And they're going to go ahead and jump in the US. And it does look like they're going to go ahead and jump out of this battle. But let's head to Team 24 over here. So now Team 21, Team 24, both going to be taking it out on each other over here. It's going to be a couple people in the apartments and just a few people over in the red tops across. Clip's going to jump out the 3-story. And you can also see Team 11 going to be over there at Crate. So we're going to have a few people over here. We're also going to have a fight going down on Milta. I'm going to go ahead and check that one out real quick. So currently we're going to be checking in with Ice Esports. Right now we're going to be spectating in with Biscuit. It's going to be rocking the Pink Ump 45. I think I actually have that on this account. So Raymond there is going to get knocked by JD Smooth. LBJ going to get a knock onto Scuba and goes ahead and gets the thirst while he can over there. So JD Smooth is going to go ahead and loot that box up. Webb just watching him, trying to figure out when to take a shot. Fortunately, Webb right now doesn't have any kind of armor or a helmet. So pretty much be ripped apart if he tried to take on an entire squad by himself. And here comes JD Smooth pushing across the street with Brax. Brax now going to be heading into, and Webb goes ahead and gets the knock. Here comes JD Smooth and lands a couple on him. And Webb gets the knock onto Kenji as well. And that is going to leave Team 19 half down already. Supreme going to be in the blue little one-story building just to the right-hand side. JD Smooth's going to heal up. Ice is now going to push across to try to third-party this. And Webb is going to get a knock onto Water as he tries to go into the blue one-story in front of him. Marino is now going to push up as well. Marino is going to get knocked too. And JD Smooth puts a nice time nade inside of the shack, goes ahead and steals the kill from Webb and gets the knock on him. And Biscuit's going to go ahead and steal that from JD Smooth as well. So, a bunch of kill stealing happening down here in Milta right now. Biscuit's going to try to provide his team a little bit of cover to get that revive off. JD Smooth is now going to be flanking around to the right-hand side, trying to get a different angle through the right-hand door right there. You see Coots is going to go ahead and lean out of it. Biscuit was using the little area in between the door and the window for some cover. And here comes the nade. And that's going to be a knock on the Biscuit right there. Coots going to go ahead and jump out the back window. Smoke's going to come in to provide some cover. And JD Smooth going to get the knock on the Coots with the SLR. And Supreme has now come over to provide some help. And Team 19 is going to eliminate Ice Esports. So very nice job to Team 19 right there. Let's see how many kills these guys end up coming with. 6 kills just in a Milta right here. Let's go ahead and run out of here. Let's go down to Nova real quick. Right now we're currently checking in with Thrasher. It's going to be THC all down at Nova just below him. Thank you for the follow, Dutch Angel. So let's go back up here to South George, see what's going on with all the teams up here. Let's see how many are still standing for all the teams over here. So Team 24 hasn't lost anybody yet. Team 21 is going to be down just one player at the moment. And I don't see anybody else right now. So Eclipse is going to have the off angle on this team. I'm not sure if they know he is back here yet, but they are close enough to hear his footsteps if he does move. And Eclipse ended up getting knocked right there by Goblin. And I believe one player from Team 24 getting knocked in the process as well. Nothing serious. They had a bunch of players right by, so should definitely have no problems getting that revive off. This zone is going to shift a little bit towards the center. It's going to contain most of the main island over here, so should have hopefully a good endpoint. I mean, we could still have a little bit of water in it, but nothing crazy like it was, what, last week, where it ended up at the very, very, very left-hand corner right there on military base. It was like 75% water and just 25% land. Shit was absolutely crazy. right now, just looking at everybody's rotations since there's really not a whole lot going down on the map right now. Everybody's just trying to loot up for their rotations, try to find some vehicles at the moment. Right now, Team 21 is pretty much just going to be trying to wait out Team 24. They're not going to have to rotate anywhere in this zone yet, but I have a feeling once this new zone comes in, both these teams are going to be forced into each other, and that's when we see the action going to come up between these two. But other than that, right now, it's just going to be a waiting game to see who can make the mistake first. And if you guys have been watching my stream lately, the last 2 events that I've actually done were for Prism Esports. So at 3:30, the day of ESL, we're actually running an event just for ESL teams that you're required to be playing an ESL right now to be able to get into it. If you want to tag Ignatius either on my server or go ahead and drop in !Prism Discord into the Twitch chat, it'll pop up a link. Go ahead and join the Prism server. Get with Ignatius, and pretty much all you got to do is just prove that you are an active ESL team at the moment, and then you can get in on the weekly scrims that they are offering for ESL teams as practice right before the event starts. As the event goes on, I do remind all the team managers to go ahead and register and check in during the appropriate times. Other than that, some good practice for rotations and stuff like that, and kind of gives you an idea of what some of the teams that you might get in your group, how they end up playing. So it's definitely a good experience for everybody. Definitely recommend checking into it if you are into ESL. So for you guys watching my channel, we will be back tomorrow with that. So trying to stream a lot more lately for you guys. Try to put some more content on the channel, and hopefully I'll have just one more event after that, and I think that'll just be enough for me week to week while this quarantine shit's going down. Right now I have literally nothing to do. So we are going to see some action right here on this bridge. You're going to see Team 7 and Team 5 over here. So let's see what THC does right here against Team number 7 on top of this hill. Right now we're going to be spectating Kino. And Marksman going to get the knock onto Zeke as he comes up over the top. The rest of Team 7 going to be at the bridge placing some cover fire over here. And Fire is going to get the knock onto Flight 7. And let's go ahead and check in with Lucky real quick. You can see Killer, what is that, Pop? I can't read the last letter for some reason. He's coming up over the top of the hill. Marksman is going to get a couple landed on him right there by Lucky. Lucky going to get the knock onto Killer, I think it's Rob. And gets the knock onto Marksman as well. So what could have been a very bad situation for THC has now turned into 2 knocks. Kino currently going to be down. One of the members for Team 7, Ayusha, going to go across the street, get some cover behind the rock. And Fire and Fury is going to be just over the next ridge to the 95 from them. Lucky going to be Lucky gets knocked and eliminated right there by the one member across the street. And I believe that is going to be it for THC in our first round tonight. So definitely a nice attempt on their part, getting 2 knocks. It was just way too many angles for them in the situation that they were in. Definitely a good learning experience, though. All right, so now we're currently going to be spectating Me 6, and I believe it's Abel's team from Dauntless, but I don't think it's the actual Dauntless team. But the rest of Me6 going to be off in the greens. Big Chuck going to get a knock onto Abel. Tito going to be off to his right. As soon as he lets off the shots, gets a knock onto Abel. Tito ends up getting the knock on him in return. You see the rest of Team 12 now hopping in their vehicle, boosting all the way over here to make it so their teammate doesn't get thirsted and hopefully try to get some kills for themselves. You see Jiggy going straight for the revive, and Jiggy ends up getting the knock onto Tito with the last couple bullets right there in that VSS. Here comes Milky over the top of the hill now. Hatter's going to be over there in position, using the cover for using the car for some cover. Hilo ends up getting the the finish onto Tito over there behind the tree, and Milky ends up getting the knock onto Hatter behind the vehicle, which is going to cause Jiggy to now push up, find cover behind the tree. I believe no. For a second, I thought Abel was revived, still down. I think he canceled that one. So now we're currently looking at a 4v2, and that nade had the distance on it. Ends up claiming Abel, and it is just going to be down to Milky. It's about to be a 4v1. Mobile Warriors is going against each other at the moment. It's going to be Cryptic and Wicked. I'm not sure who all is winning the battle. I just saw some of the names coming through the stream. Once this one's over, we can go ahead and check out what else is going on. And Milky definitely tried, and Hilo moves in from the left-hand side and is able to land the last couple shots. And let's see, Mobile Warriors is going to be over there by Mansion. I believe they did lose a couple in that exchange. It only looks like maybe one or two are still standing over there. Team 10's letting out some shots with the DP, trying to play some shots on Team 18 up there by the church, as well as Cigar Shack. And Halo going to get the knock onto him as soon as he peeks that window. Process is going to move in for the revive. And here comes the push from these guys. So they are going to get the revive up, and they crash right into the man as soon as he gets the revive. So Team 10 is going to push into the L building. Unknown's going to be third person peeking the trailer outside, or the RV, or whatever you want to call it. And here comes a nade. That hits him right in the face. Very nice nade right there by Unknown. That is going to give them the chance to push up. And Potato is going to be under the stairs. And that's 2 knocks as soon as they come through that door. So right now, Bone's going to be third person peeking that. And Halo is going to be moving up as well. It is going to be down to Process in that room, and that is going to be it. Very nice job right there by Team 18. Love to see the aggression, and definitely that first nade on the guy on the top of the building definitely put that one where it needed to be. So first knock over here by the building, second one was on top, and that one pretty much crippled the team. Who's typing in the codes? I don't see what they're talking about. So we're going to have a pretty big majority of teams over there on the northeastern side of the zone. We got right to Fear and Mobile Warriors right here. And I believe they ended up eliminating the last player over there. So let's go ahead and check in with Me6 right here. They're going to have Team 4 just in front of them in a vehicle, making their rotation into the zone. And here comes Zone Fighters through the Ross Bridge, pushing forward, running right into Team 13. That is going to be P-Noise. Thank you for the follow, Brittany. And Binary is trying to play some shots onto LBJ as he tries to rotate up over that hill. Jerry's going to be controlling the top of the red in the center of Roz. I believe Pinoy's has left Roz altogether from what I can tell. And then we're going to see Team 14 over here with some shots coming out. This is going to be, I think they changed their name right at the last second. Team 14. It's going to be Exodus GG. And let's check in with Team 18 at the moment. And they are currently taking on Prism. I can see Galaxy and Goliath are both knocked over there. It's going to be just up to Legends. And I kind of think Bone might be prepping a nade, and here it comes, and it did have the timing on it. Very nice nade right there by Bone. Seeing a lot of nade kills tonight, especially from this team. So let's go over here, check in with AGR and Supreme. So Team 4 is going to be right in front of them. That's going to be Virus GG. Supreme is going for a hard off flank on the right-hand side. You can see Diverse is currently low on health. Bank trying to pre-fire over here, unable to land some onto Supreme. Supreme going for more wide of an angle. Bank going to jump in that vehicle. Supreme's going to go ahead and peek over the hill for a second. I thought he was going to have those shots as soon as Bank jumped out of the UAS. And I think Diverse may have just bled out. And there comes the shots from Supreme. Supreme is going to eliminate the last player for Virus GG over there. And let's see. UF is going to have pretty much dead center on the zone. Team 24 is not going to be too far away. Team 7 going to be the only team not here within... I wonder why I can't see it. Oh, and that's the other thing I did. I linked the Discord main chat to the stream so I could see if people were asking questions in there. That way I don't have to look at multiple locations. Makes my life a hell of a lot fucking easier. So JD Smooth gonna get knocked right there by Killer OP. And they're gonna go ahead and hop in the vehicles. This would be the perfect time to go ahead and try to push. And here comes some cover fire from Supreme. So rule of thumb is if one of your players is knocked, you don't even have to try to hit somebody. Just place some shots in their general vicinity. That way they can't go ahead and try to peek anything like that. A lot of the times it'll scare people from going ahead and trying to peek to go ahead and fire, unless they're playing crazy aggressive. Most of the times they'll just end up leaving you alone and try to make their rotation in the zone. Sometimes kill points just aren't worth losing ranking points. So Fear is going to be controlling the two-story compound just there, 345 or 5 over there. Supreme very low on health. Kenji ended up getting knocked. JD Smooth still going to be rocking. He's going to be in the right-hand building. Nate going to come out, cause quite a bit of damage to that U as it's going to go ahead and already smoke. And this zone is going to shift far south. So it's going to basically be all of Pachinki and then the open fields right above it and to the right-hand side. You can see Team 7 is now going to be rotating in to the southeastern edge of Pachinki. Team 22 is going to be coming into the northwestern side. Team 18 currently is going to be controlling the northern side of Pachinki. And Fear is going to be controlling the compounds over here with Team 19. Other than that, everybody else is going to be in the open fields or rotating in. You can see Team 18 is going to be running by Team 11 at the moment. Don't think they'll have to worry too much about Team 24 right there. It looks like they're stopped right a little too far in from the zone to go ahead and gatekeep. And here comes some shots from Gaylord. Going to be a knock on Clout and a finish with the M7. Fortunately for him, he's got that ghillie. So let's go over here, check in with Ape. I definitely thought UF was going to rotate right into him. And let's check in with Zone Fighters now. They're currently going to be taking down, or sorry, at least taking shots at Team 24 at the moment. And as you can see, Zone doing quite a bit of damage to Yamo-san over here outside. Let's go ahead and check in with the rest of the team, see what they're up to over here. JD Smooth going to get a knock onto Hilo. Propagate going to get a knock onto, I believe that was Goblin over there. And here comes the push. Nade through the windows. Let's see if one of these end up landing. And they push right into the room where there's a nade. And that is going to be a knock on their other player. It's just going to be down to Goblin now. Going to be rocking 2 HP. And I believe Yamo-san is going to get the last couple bullets into him with that Uzi. Gaylord is now going to eliminate Abe. Abe was over there by that little, what do you call it? Like the little bunker entrance right above this compound. That's going to bring us down to our final 9 teams at the moment. Let's go back over here, check in with Team 18. Halo currently going to be knocked. And Team 11 is going to be pushing up. And this one is just going to be down to, what is that, Dior? And ends up hitting the cancel button. And fortunately for them, they had that DP causing a shitload of damage when they absolutely needed it. Here comes Thrasher. And Thrasher going to try to play some shots. Going to get the knock onto Unknown with the M249. And let's see. Going to push through and put the last couple shots into Dior. So that is going to be 8. No, wrong team. And that's going to give Team 11 4 kills right now. So we're still going to have the battle between Team 15 and Team 19 over at the other compounds over there. Right now, how far are they outside of this one? They're going to have to rotate right by Team 14. And fortunately for them, they have a vehicle. Jerry's not going to be able to stop too much. They're going to have to make it to the zone right there. And this zone's going to push right onto Team 7. And let's go ahead and check in with Dez real quick. Trying to get the last couple into Elite right there. Leafy's going to be rocking 1 HP in the 1-story blue just across the street from these guys. Los going to get a heal up right there behind the barrier. And Gaylord's going to go ahead and eliminate Yamo-san for Zone Fighters. So Gaylord is going to be by himself over here for Team 14. Propagate is going to try to push over and ends up getting knocked. Gaylord going to be down to about 3 HP. Let's see what Binary does in this situation. And he's going to go ahead and push into the same building. And goes for upstairs. Ends up getting the knock on him with the M7. And Jers is just going to be a little bit too far away to provide any kind of help to his teammate right now. So Gaylord's going to go ahead and push across the open field and ends up being taken out by Leafy. Dez placing some shots onto Jers through the windows. So let's go over here. All the teams are starting to clump up on each other. And this is where shit gets real. So this is where a lot of the teams struggle, is when it comes down to one of the very last zones. At this point, if you have the ammo, literally shoot at everything. Don't peek too long. You will get your head shot off on this shit. And don't try to be near way too many open windows. Jerry's going to have to go ahead and jump out the 3-story. Let's see if he can get to zone. And ends up making it to the guard shack right here in front of Killer OP. And Dez going to get the last couple into Jers. Where is Dez at? He's going to be over there in the 2-story red top. All of Team 7 is going to be over there. Marksman currently knocked. They're going to be battling it out with Team 19 right beside him. Supreme going to be, I think, 1 to 2 HP right there, right beside JD Smooth. And you can see Cosmos Esports is looking to find some kind of angle to get some knocks onto Me6. Right now, they are currently in their way to make the rotation into zone. Ooh, unfortunately, Kenji ended up eliminating himself with his own frag grenade. So this will bring us down to our final 5 teams for this round. And well, really, it could be anybody's game at this point. So right now, everybody is just waiting each other out, wait for this zone shift, and then make for some easy kills during their rotations forward through the open areas. First team that's going to have to move is going to be Team 22. If Big Chuck from E6 right here times it correctly, could potentially get both of them and still make it to zone. But it's going to have to push right towards Killer OP and the building that JD Smooth currently occupies. Supreme is now going to be pushing around back of zone, making his way in. And play zone is going to eliminate JD Smooth. Supreme going to be eliminated as well. And that is going to bring us down to 4 teams. Me6 definitely has some angles over here on Team 22. Unfortunately, Hilo just ended up getting eliminated by one of the players for Team 7 just across the street. I think that's Ayusha. And Killer OP ends up being knocked as well. And all these teams are going to have about 10 seconds before the next zone shift. And let's see what Team 22 does in this situation. You can see all the smokes coming out to provide some kind of cover during their run forward. Trash are going to get the last knock on... Can't remember the man's name. Ends up getting one more for the team regardless. Here comes some shots from Thrasher through the window. Going to get a knock onto Roland with the M249. Header going to be eliminated right there by Dez with the MK. And Big Chuck going to be upstairs. Ella is going to be downstairs. Big Chuck trying to get over. And Fire and Fury is going to place some in his back as he tries to rotate forward. And Cosmos Esports gets eliminated, and that is going to be it for this one. And STR is going to be the winners of our first round. So they're going to get first. UFB in second, Cosmos in third, Me6 in fourth, Supreme and his team in fifth, Fear in sixth, and Zone Fighters in seventh. So I'm going to take some endgame pictures real quick. And then I'll go ahead and get the next lobby set up and ping all of the team leaders. All right, guys, we will be back in, I think it's like 10 minutes. So I'll put some games in the chat for you guys, like roulette and stuff like that. So we will be back very shortly. Hi guys, welcome back for round number 2. This round we're going to be playing Miramar. And plane line's going to go from eastern edge of the junkyard area all the way down to Los Cigos. So, with how far away some of these drops are to the western side of the island, I expect some of these teams to be dropping around the San Martin and Monte Nuevo area looking for vehicles to head up to maybe El Paso, La Cabrera. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. So we do have quite a few teams heading to the northern area, kind of right where Zone let go. You can hear some shots coming out from Elite right there, getting a knock onto Raymond. Raymond ends up getting eliminated fairly quickly. I believe Clout ends up getting the knock back on Elite in return. And now they're just going to gang up on him. Let's see what everybody else is up to real quick. So this zone's pretty much going to stay dead center, kind of towards the southern edge a little bit. We have quite a few teams over here in Los Leones. Let's check in with Team 22 at the moment. Team 18 and Team 10 going to be not too far away from pretty much both of them. One team's going to be off to, let's say, northeast. The other one's going to be off to the west. So Ella has a little bit of damage done. Most likely looking for some kind of health right now. And let's go back up to El Azhar at the moment. So Team 24 going to be right beside Team 9. They're going to be hopping in a vehicle. And Team 21 also not going to be too far away. So that's going to be Serenity Gaming over there on Team 9. They're going to make their way back towards Pimp and Patty from what I can tell. Team 21 just going to be down the hill from these guys. So hopefully they don't go up this hill too slow. That way Team 21 can't place a bunch of shots on them as they're rotating up. That's the first time on my scrim I have actually caught that on stream. That's the same thing I do with most teams nowadays. They don't allow the use of flares. So generally what I do if I get one is that same thing. If I see a team, I'm shooting that bitch with somebody. Unless they're really that strict on it, and then I just won't pick it up. But a lot of the times it is kind of funny just to shoot that shit at someone. Who is tagging me? So we're about to see a battle between Team 13 and Team 14 at the moment. Team 13, this is going to be P-Noise. They are going to be pushing up to the 4-story compound just in front of them. You're going to see, what is that, Carson go ahead and pushing across the street. Rampage pacing a bunch of shots. And going to land a couple on the mute right there behind the broken wall as well. Definitely don't think Carson's going to be able to get revived onto this one. Most likely that's going to be a bleed out. There's really no sense in going for the push on that one. Nice nade right there by Pornhub. Pornhub going to get the knock on to Gaylord. That thing had the perfect timing on it. It blew up right as soon as it came around the corner. And if that one would have connected, that would have been a badass clip. So Gaylord is able to get back up. And here comes some shots from Team 13. Jerry's going to come over to the broken wall, trying to third-person peek around, seeing if there's any way he can get his teammate up before they retreat out of here. And unfortunately, I really just don't see any way to get to him, especially, what is that? It's probably only another couple seconds before they bleed out. So it's really not, in my opinion, worth losing another teammate. Sometimes you just got to take your losses and prepare for the next one. So let's go over here with Team 23 now. They are going to be taking some shots at Team 7. And Team 7's going to be occupying the hill directly above them. You can see Killer OP is pushing down the hill a little bit towards two of the members for Ice Esports over here. Going to be heading kind of around Zaddy and Water, whereas Ice are going to be over to the right-hand side. So they're going to be actually way far away. I take that one back. And I want to say another member for Team 14 just went down. This time it is going to be Jerry. So they're going to be up to a 2-man right now. You can see Team 13 is now pushing aggressively across the street, which is giving Team 14 no option but to push into the red 4-story right here. And they're basically going to have to try to defend themselves around the staircases in this one. So that room they're in, I definitely wouldn't hit there. I'd go right at the end right here, and then one right here. That way you have two angles on the staircases. And depending on which way these guys go, you're at least going to get a couple knocks in the back as soon as they try to push towards one of them. And you can hear LBJ pushing through the dirt out front. In comes a nade. This one's going to be just a little bit too high. Actually, those are just going to be smokes. And at least that's going to give LBJ a little bit of cover to push across the street to meet up with his team. Team 14 is going to be controlling the 3rd story on this one. Let me actually see what everybody else is getting into at the moment. We're going to have Team 19 over here on top of Prism. They've already lost 2 members of their team already. And let's see if Prism's got a... Prism's going to be rocking a 3-man this game. I don't think their 4th was able to get in on this one. And here come some shots from Legends up the hill. Galaxy's going to get the knock on to Kenji with the VSS. So now it is just going to be up to JD Smooth right here. You see Scuba is now aggressively going to be pushing up to the broken wall. Galaxy is now going to be pushing down to the building just beside JD Smooth. And at this point, they're pretty much going to be boxing him off. That way he has no choice but to stay there and fight. And for a second, I thought that was a smoke. That's definitely going to be a nade. And Galaxy goes ahead, pushes in, gets the finish with the M16. Very nice job to those guys. Going to be controlling Chum. And let's see what everybody else to up at the moment. We're still going to have Team 14 and Team 13 beside each other. Team 20 is going to be moving into Picado now. So these two teams are still going to be kicking. You can see Team 20 is now going to be pushing towards the stadium. And they definitely are stopping. So now it's going to be 3 teams right here. As you can see, Team 13 is going to be hopping in a vehicle, making the rotation out of here. And Team 14 is going to go ahead and play some shots on him. Rampage is going to... Well, it looks like he was about to be shot out of the vehicle, or the vehicle was about to blow up, so he went ahead and jumped out and was just going a little bit too quickly. I believe they might have just landed a couple too many shots on him, and as he jumped out, he just took just a little bit too much damage and ended up getting the knock on him. Let's go over here with Team 23 and Team 7 now. STR is going to be down one member. They're going to be taking on Ice Esports right now. I can hear some shots coming out from across the street already. And Marksman is lagging just a little bit onto my end. Well, my ping is just a little bit high. Goblin going to get a knock onto Kang Bear, and his teammate goes ahead and gets the finish for him. Fire and Fury going to get a knock onto Water just across the street. And as you can see, one of their players is going for the wide flank. So right now, Ice is going to have to keep their eyes open. If he does push over here to the broken wall and where these broke down like buses and trucks and everything are, they will be in a really bad position. What's up, Fua? And Ice going to go ahead and jump in their vehicles, make the rotation out. Definitely not a bad idea in that situation, especially with somebody flanking them from the opposite side. And I believe Zone Fighters and Fear are getting into it. And Team 11 is also placing some shots. And switch to the wrong person. I wanted to go to Team 20. Team 20 is placing some shots onto Team 14. And they currently have two members knocked. One is already eliminated, which is going to make them a one-man in this one. And let's see where they're currently at. He's going to be over there in the stadium. Team 13, I guess, decided to stay. They're going to move up into the big building at the very corner of Picado. Team 14 still going to be controlling the red stories that they were in earlier when we were spectating them. And let's see if we can get some shots from Process right here. And they are trying to exchange some shots with Shredded up here on the hill. So I'm going to go back over here with Team 20 real quick. These are pretty much the only teams that are going to be battling it out at the moment. I need another Red Bull. The one thing I really want to know, like some of these streams I watch, they're sponsored by like G Fuel and like Red Bull and shit. So do they actually get like free drinks? And I do hear some shots over the hill just off to the 95. I can see the vehicle right there on the very top of it. Going to be hill glitched just a little bit. So we're still just having a standoff over here in Picado. See a little bit of damage done over there onto, which I assume is LBJ. He's going to get the knock onto Gaylord inside the red story. One of the members from FSX right there for Team 20 currently making their way up through the building itself. Um, there are ways right here in the front to get from one building to the other, but it's pretty much going to be suicide with Team 13 looking right at them. So really not a whole lot going down. This is the one downfall I find of Miramar. Once a bunch of teams go out at the beginning, you really have to wait for the action to pick up in the later zones. Um, Mostly because this map is so big, teams don't really have to push into each other just like some of the other ones. So let's go ahead and check in with Mobile Warriors right now. They are going to be pushing up onto Me6. Jiggy going to get the knock onto Twat Waffle. Big Chuck going to go down, and Flexio is going to get the knock onto Jiggy. Let's see who is still standing for these guys, and it may be Hilo way off in the distance. If Mobile Warriors is not careful, Hilo will get a knock onto one of them over there trying to loot all the crates. They're also going to have to worry about Fear just across the street, placing some shots on them too. And Hilo is going to go ahead and back off. And definitely the smart move to do in this one. This zone's going to shift way north, which is going to cause pretty much half the teams all to make a trek forward. You're going to have pretty much a lot of battles happening right here on the southern and southwestern side of the zone. You can see, what was that? Team 13 is going to be rotating just behind THC. I'm not sure if they're going to roll into them or not. Looks like they might be going around. And they could possibly end up rotating right in there. Sorry, right in on Scuba that is approaching the same place and zone. I also see Team 18 rotating by Team 10. And I don't see a whole lot of damage happening. They're definitely trying to play some shots as they rotate by. Shred is just going to be above them at the compound, and Shred is going to cause some damage to Team 18 as they come up over that little hill. And Team 13, I guess, is going to crash them. And this is going to be a battle between Team 10 and 13, or Team 13 right now. You can see the two team members pushing across the street from the concrete buildings. And Lazy K getting a bunch of shots landed on them as they made their rotation forward. Unknown going to get a knock onto LBJ. And going to go ahead and thirst that one. Team 13 definitely didn't know Team 18 was just at the top of the hill trying to third party this, as well as Shredded at the top. Very surprised Shredder right now hasn't already tried to thirst Lazy K, unless they're definitely not looking in this vicinity right now. Let's see who else is battling it out. We got a bunch of teams over here. It's going to be Team 12, Team 6, and Team 5. So this is going to be THC, Prism, and forget who Hilo was playing for. Let me see if I can do this. You should be good to go now, dude. So it does look like a couple end up rotating out. THC unfortunately did go out during that exchange. We see some shots coming out here from Team 18. They're going to be down to just 2 members, going to be Bone and Unknown. And Shredder going to be placing some shots onto Team 4 just below them. You see a bunch of shots landed right there onto Diverse. And Mobile Warriors is now moving up right behind team number 4. This zone is now pushing them forward into each other. You're going to see M4 right here in front of Coop. Coop trying to place some shots out. And Coop going to get the knock onto M4. Mystic is now going to push up, use the dips and crevices right here for some cover. Going to go ahead and thirst that knock. And that is going to leave Diverse a little bit separated from his other 2 teammates. Shred is going to be taking a little bit of, I guess, their attention right there on the top of the hill. And Shredder is now pushing in. They are going to third party this one. And I believe they just got a knock onto Coop as well. So they're third partying both these teams right now. It's just going to be up to Diverse for team number 4. No problem, Fua. So Ape's going to go ahead and get his confirmed right there. I do see a nade coming out from Diverse. Did land somewhat close to Ape. And I want to say Mobile Warriors is placing some shots onto Diverse. Glitch is going to go ahead and eliminate him. And that is going to be the last for that team. So we're going to see some shots coming out right here from Mobile Warriors onto Shredder. Ape going to get knocked. And this one is just going to be down to Clout. Mystic's over there trying to play some shots onto Clout through the smoke. And from what I can tell, it doesn't look like anything was able to land. And I'm actually going to go ahead and check out another battle over here. It's going to be STR. And this is going to be the last member for team number 20 still standing. And Bone coming out with another nade. Actually, that was a completely different battle. Where are those dudes at? Actually, I'm wrong. They came up from behind and third-partied the shit out of that one. So the one member that was still standing ended up getting a knock onto somebody. I just wasn't able to see it. I do see a knock over here onto Process Lazy K trying for the revive. Lucky enough for them, their vehicle and their location currently still inside of the zone. They're going to have some protection from this little concrete structure. And Team 18 going to be not too far away from them. They're going to be coming up over the ridge line at the moment. And they are going to be forced right into team number 10 right here on the very edge of the zone. Mystic going to be eliminated by the play zone. And let's see where they're at. So they're going to be just on the very, very edge of zone right here. Right now, taking a look in onto Clout. One of the members, actually, Process ended up third partying that one, and Ape ended up getting, I believe one of them, I think it was Glitch. So that's going to give them a much easier rotation into the zone. There's really nothing they could have done with that team directly in front of there. So they pretty much had to stand there and take the battle no matter what, because if they would have rotated, they didn't really have any vehicles. I'm not sure how many smokes they even had left, but there was really no way they were going to make the rotation into this next zone without taking that team out first. Fortunately for them, they had a vehicle. I wish you could see like how much HP was left on vehicles. And they're going to go ahead and come in right on top of Team 12 and Team 22. Let's see them try to third party. Cosmos Esports going to get a knock on the Bulls. Goes to go ahead and thirst him as quickly as possible. And you're also going to have a full team of Ice Esports just on the opposite side of this embankment. So they definitely have a good spot for now, but as you can see, zone is coming in. So they're going to really have no choice but to push into Cosmos Esports right there. And same going for Shred It. They're going to have to push just a little bit more forward to reach the zone. You can see Ronald is going to be pushing up. DN1 Devil's going to get a knock onto Fear. Let's see where DN1 is at. And there they are, outside of the zone. Leafy trying to play the last couple on him as he rotates through, and that is, I believe, going to be it for DN1 in the second round. Play zone knocking a couple people right now. And Ronald ends up taking out the last member for Shred It. This is going to be down to Hilo right here on this ridge. If he waits just a little bit, he may be able to sneakily, I guess, eliminate this team. Just let them go by him. Don't make any movements, and he may be able to come up and squad wipe him if he plays it correctly. So they're going to have about 40 seconds before they have to make their rotation in. I believe the only one they are currently out of right now is going to be Bulls. You're going to see Bone for Team 18 now pushing forward. They're just going to run right into a couple other teams. Ends up flipping that buggy, causing quite a bit of damage to himself, losing about half of his HP in the process. Gets down to 1 HP. Leafy goes ahead and comes out of that shack and gets himself a very, very easy kill right there. Definitely had no idea he was there during that one at all. But once again, downfalls of Sandhawk. You think something's going to be easy to drive over, and it just flips you in a heartbeat. Ronald's going to push forward, runs right by Hilo. They have no idea he's there. So here comes some shots from Prism. And I believe they ended up just blowing up the vehicle over by Leafy. Leafy's got a bunch of damage on him. And Hilo is going to have to move soon. So they're going to have about another minute and a half. And let's check in with Galaxy real quick. Just trying to get the last couple shots right there into Leafy. Trying to shoot the feet onto the vehicle. And if that nade just had another half a second on it, that exploded would have been right there. Like, that was real close. So Legends is going to be knocked. Can Galaxy get back for the revive? And I think she shouldn't have an issue with it. There is Team 10 over there that may have a shot on their back. And Ella goes ahead and gets the confirm onto Legends with that. And I believe Process ended up getting the last couple bullets into Galaxy. That's going to give Leafy The ability to now push forward to have a safe passage into zone. Got a little bit of loot from the boxes over there. And I believe Lazy K ended up getting knocked for Team 10 right here. Hilo does end up being found over there. And I believe this one's going to just be down to Ronald for Cosmos Esports. So you are looking at your final three teams. This is going to be the last four people standing. So who do you guys think is going to win this one? Is it going to be Team 10, Cosmos Esports with the one man, or Fear with the one man? Let me see how you guys think this one's going to end up turning out. And here comes some shots from Leafy. And this zone is now going to push forward, unable to get the med kit out in time. But with how much health he ended up losing with the zone shift and being shot at the same time, I don't really think anything would have been able to get him forward. Thank you for the follow, Bulls. I thought you were already following me, dude. And Ronald with the prone shots. Now it's just going to be down to him and Lazy K. It's going to be a one-on-one for first place. Ends up getting the shots, and Cosmos is going to win our second round. Very nice job right there to Ronald to get the clutch. And that's going to get them with 13 kills in our second round. So Cosmos going to go out in first. PH in second. Fear in third. Me 6 in fourth. Prism in fifth. Halo Dior, Bone, and Unknown in sixth, and Ice Esports in seventh. So I'm going to go ahead and take some endgame pictures of this one. Go ahead and get the next round started up. And for all you team leaders, go ahead and watch out for the ping. I will have it out very, very shortly. Hi guys, welcome back for round number 3. We're going to be rocking it out on Vikindi this round. Definitely not a map I get to play a whole lot of, so I'm not really familiar with a lot of what the drops are. I usually just say fuck it and go to Villa or Podvasto. Definitely my two favorite spots on this map. I did see a video that came out today from PUBG for, I think it's the computer version. They did a complete redo of this map. Dino Part actually looks pretty cool now. I really hope that we start getting some of these updated maps, just like Erangel 2.0. I think that'd be pretty cool in the long run of this game. And we're going to have a bunch of teams dropping to the western side of the island. You're going to see a whole bunch of teams down there just south of Dino Park. And let's go over here with Team 21. They're going to be landing same area as Prism over here. Let's see how close these guys are actually together. And they're also going to have a team not too far behind them. It's going to be Team 19 coming in, and it's going to be 3 over here in Dobro. And they are landing real late. They're going to be right on top of the roof that Jess is currently inside of, same as Supreme. And Godly ends up getting knocked right there by Zeke off from the behind. Ends up getting the knock onto Kenji just in time. And Supreme hopefully can find some help. Going to be down to 1 HP right there. Sandy going to get the knock onto JD Smooth. Going to go ahead and get the thirst. And Zeke is trying to flank around. Eclipse is going to have an off angle over there as well. Actually, Eclipse is going for Luton. This one's just going to be left down to Jess right here. Not sure if they can get the revive or not. It definitely does look like they're going for it. His body is just out a little bit from that corner. And Godly's going to go ahead and push inside. Thought they were going to go for the thirst, but just going to leave it there. Jess going to go ahead and get knocked by Zeke. And Eclipse was there just in time. Going to go ahead and get the knock into Zeke in return. And I believe now it is just going to be down to Supreme. Godly going to be very low on HP. Eclipse has just a little bit of damage done to him as well. And Supreme's going to get a knock onto Eclipse. And I believe Sandy ended up just getting the last player for... Shit, I can't even remember their team name. I think it was Team 21. Got him through the open window right there. And that pretty much saved Zeke's life. Very close to bleeding out, but Supreme was able to get that heal off just in time. So I see some shots going off over here between team number 11 and team 15. This is going to be Fear and UF. And right now, as far as I can tell, it does look like all their players are still standing. Actually, Leafy has already been eliminated. I guess I missed that one. And Thrasher has been eliminated from UF as well. And it does look like THC is having a battle. I think I went to the wrong one. I don't think I got to it in time. There's so many teams on top of each other right there that I can't even see. But I do expect to see a battle between Team 12 and Team 7. That's where it is. Let's see if I can go up here and catch the last remaining little bit of this one. And it is just going to be down to Kino now. He ends up getting the knock onto Killer OP. Goes ahead and rotates around the side of the building. Marksman right there to place a couple on him. Ends up not getting there in time. He goes ahead and pushes inside the building. And gets the knock on a Marksman as well. Thank you for the follow. And now it's going to be down to, I believe, a 1v1 right here. And goes ahead and clutches it with the drop shot. Let me see if... Oh, I can't add a stream marker for that one. Why not? It's probably because I don't have my stream manager open. And I believe Fear ended up getting a knock. Let's go over with these guys over here. It's going to be the tail end of this one. And Dez is going to be working his way through the compound and ends up finding, I can't pronounce that dude's name. But it's going to be rocking it out with the MP5. Definitely my favorite gun on this map. It is nasty if you can land some bullets. So last member of Fear takes down Dez right there. And I want to say that's going to give their team 3 kills for this round already. So we do have a couple teams close to each other everywhere, but don't really see a whole lot of action going down between some of them yet. So right now, DN1 is going to be very close to Ice Esports. Legit Brit is going to be just a little farther away from his team. Zaddy's going to have quite a bit of damage landed on him. And let's see what goes down between these two teams right here. And going to rotate up here to Team 16. They're going to be placing some shots onto MSK right there. And that is going to be 1 knock on Team 4. Let's see what Bank can do here. Hopefully Orphan has a little bit of health. And the rest of Virus GG is now going to be pushing up. Mystic going to basically cover himself in smokes. So Mystic's going to go ahead and jump in the car, make the rotation out, and going to go a little bit farther up. Hopefully his teammates has communicated that there is some people to his left. Orphan now going to be pushing forward. He's going to get knocked by M4 in return. Out comes a smoke to try to protect their teammate. And here comes another member for Team 4. End up going to get a wide angle right there behind M4. Going to get a couple shots right there. Landed on Coop. He goes ahead and I believe got maybe a couple. I thought M4 was going to get that knock. And here comes some smokes from Mystic. And who ended up getting that one? And Diverse ends up getting the knock on a Mystic with the G36. So that's going to be 5 kills to team number 4. Zone's going to shift all the way north on this one. Still going to pertain a little bit center of the map. Going to have Villa right on the very bottom edge of it. And we still have 2 teams very, very close down here. I want to check out this battle between DN1 and Ice Esports. Zone Fighter's going to get a knock onto Bone. Yamasei, I'm going to go ahead and thirst that one. And here comes some nades right there from Zaddy or Water trying to get a knock onto Legit Brit right here behind the broken wall. And I definitely thought she was going to make it over there. Now we're going to rotate up north. Check out Team 18. They're currently going to be battling it out with Zone Fighters. Going to get a knock right there onto Propagate. And I believe Unknown may be the only one here for his team. You can see the rest of them are trying to rotate in as fast as possible to provide some help. And Looks like they're going to get here just in time. They're going to go ahead and crash the backside of the other compound just next door. Yeah, I'm saying going for the revive right there onto Propagate. Protocol and Jers are now moving in over the bridge to provide some kind of support to their 2 team members down here. So Kino is going to get a knock on to Carson. Let's see where these guys are at. They're going to be just on the northern side. It looks like Prism Esports is about to run right into Me6. Rage going to blow up a vehicle containing, I believe, one of the players from Mobile Warriors, and then the rest are going to jump out and get knocked. And Kino is going to get another knock. Let's go down here and check out the battle between Kino and Team 14. So Kino going to have a little bit less than half health. Going to go ahead and heal up to take on the rest of these guys. Cartan is moving in to get the revive on Jerry. And ends up getting one more. So now it is just going to be down to Carson and Kino over here. And ends up landing a couple. Tries to jump and lean out the window. Gets the jump onto Carson and gets the squad wipe. Very nice job to Kino right there. And let's go up here with Team 12 at the moment, checking in right now with Me6. They're going to be battling out with Prism Esports over here. Big Chuck has a little bit of health over there. I believe he's still going to be up, running on the ground. Thought he may be knocked for a minute. Jiggy going to get the knock onto Sendy. Scooby going to get the knock onto Big Chuck in return, as well as Hatter. And Jiggy is going to take Scuba down. So I believe now it is just going to be a 2v1. Legends is going to be pushing down. And Galaxy is going to head this way as well. And Galaxy is going to get the final shots into him. And both of them are going to go for the revives on their players. So that is going to give Prism 8 kills in this round. So Ice and DN1 are making the rotations along the same road up to the zone. If DN1 were to stop right there up at the very north, it is very, very, very possible that they could go ahead and squad wipe these guys as they make their rotation forward. I'm not sure if Team 23 has a vehicle, though. It does look like they are running. And now it's come down to the point. We've had a bunch of battles at the very beginning. As you can see, all of the teams now are pretty much going to be spread out. So we're not going to see a whole lot of action until probably the next zone shift. Let's see if Team 13 ends up crashing the compound that Team 9 is currently in. And these guys just rolling around looking for gunshots, looking for some people, trying to get some kind of action. And the play zone is going to go ahead and knock Zaddy as he's trying to run into the zone. And I believe he's going to be just a little bit too far away from his team to go ahead and try to get revived. And let's see if Kino steers clear of Prism. He's going to go ahead and crash the compound just below them to the southwest. So Ice is getting closer and closer to the edge of the zone. They're going to have about 18 seconds till the next zone shift. And I believe this is when the next, big amounts of damage actually start coming in. Play zone's going to go ahead and claim Zaddy now. There's really nothing his team could do with him being that far away from him, especially without a vehicle. And now let's go ahead and check in with Kino. He is going to be coming up directly behind Team 10 at this point. Thank you for the follow, Koala. I'll have to go check and see how close that puts us to 800 for tonight. I'd love to hit 800 followers on Twitch by the end of the stream tonight. That would be, like, my best possible goal right now. So Kino's going to go ahead and push up into the compound. And Process is going to go ahead and try to get some shots through the doorway. Kino ends up getting the knock onto him. And he's got a teammate running behind him with the Uzi, just trying to get some shots off. And he goes ahead and jumps out, lays prone on the top of the building. And very nice attempt. He gets most of the life right there off of Lazy K. Ends up being double teamed at the same time. So being low on health, definitely a good try, even though being one man is kind of hard sometimes. Especially when you get a whole team rushing you with Uzis. That shit is ridiculous. Thank you for the follow, Ashley. So let's go ahead and check in with... Oh, went to the drop and not Prism. And they are going to rotate right by Team 13. Let's see if they go ahead and stop. And they do. So they're going to go for the high ground right above Team 13. So here comes some shots from Team 13 up the hill. Haven't seen anything come out from Prism yet, but it does look like they were able to land a couple onto Legends on top of the hill right there. Sendy going for the wide angle on him. I'm not sure how many kills Kino has. Let me go ahead and... Oh, wrong button. So let's see where... So Kino alone had 7 kills this game. Almost 2 full squad waves for that man right there. So this zone's going to go ahead and shift a little bit more north. Not really a whole lot, but it's going to center kind of just below Coal Mine just a little bit and Goraka. So we're going to see Team 6 and Team 13 rotating side by side right here. Let's see if they end up rotating right into Team 22. I'm going to go ahead and spectate them in the meantime, see how close these teams do end up coming to them. And I hear some shots coming out of Shredded over here. They're placing some downrange. It does look like they may have landed a couple onto Galaxy in that second story opening right there. So let's see where this next one's going. We got about 25 seconds till the next zone shift. Did my clock just stop? That's weird. And this zone's going to go ahead and shift right to Prism and Shred It. So they should have pretty good locations in what I assume is going to be our second to final zone. You're going to see pretty much every single team rotating in from the southwest. And here come the rest of the teams. You're going to be seeing some shots coming out of Team 22 as the teams come through the zone right there on the hill. Going to try to get some knocks out of some vehicles as they rotate forward. Process going to be very low on health over there for team number 10. And here comes Team 13, going to be crashing the compound. Team 13 is going to go ahead and push in. That's going to be 2 knocks right there for Ronald. And it is just going to be down to, I believe that might have been the last player for Cosmos. Very nice job on Ronald's end right there, trying as best as he could to get the final guys pushing in. Team 13, very nice job to them, playing real aggressive. All they did was continue to push through the entire compound. And when they're all following each other, like I said, when there's that many people pushing with Uzis, there's really not really a whole lot you can do except spray and pray at that point. Hope you get a couple knocks and then your teammates do as well. So Sendy going to get a knock onto one of the members from PH. And let's see where these dudes are at. So these are going to be the last 2 alive for their team. They're going to have 1 blown up vehicle right here. They do have a crate right there. It could possibly be one of their other teammates. Zone Fighter is going to get some knocks right there onto Serenity Gaming. And let's see where these guys are at. Let's go with Zone Fighters. And Devil going to get a knock onto Yamo Saiyan. And Lichties is going to get the... Well, I thought so. I guess not. I thought he ended up getting one. Playzone takes down Devil. Lichty is going to get Jers and Protocol. And I believe one of the members from Fear end up getting the last member for Zone Fighters, which is going to leave Lichties for DN1 by themselves, as far as I can tell. Yep, and that's going to be the case, down to 1 HP right on the very edge of zone. That's going to go ahead and give DN1 4 kills for this round. So we're going to be down to our final 6 teams at this moment. It's going to be 18 people still up. And this zone, once again, is going to shift down to Shred It and Prism. Team 10 is going to have to rotate in right in behind Team 6. It's going to be right in between Team 13 and Team number 6. So you're going to be seeing some shots come out from these guys. Process is going to try to push forward to get some cover behind the blown up vehicle. And Sendy's going to go ahead and get the shots and gets the knock onto Process. And let's see if, no, Sendy's going to go ahead and thirst that one as quickly as he can, which is going to leave 1 member still standing for them. So Team 23 is now going to have to start pushing forward, as well as the last member for DN1. They're out of time. The zone's about to start moving. And here come some shots from, I believe, Shredded up there on the hill. They're going to be placing some shots onto Ice as they make their rotation in the zone. And Clout placing some shots right there onto Yeet. Does get a couple landing. Abe ends up getting the knock on him. Clout's going to go ahead and try to thirst for him. And Abe's going to go ahead and kill. Raymond's going to get a knock onto Biscuit. And play zone is going to go ahead and eliminate Biscuit. Raymond is outside of the zone right now. But I'm pretty sure some portion of this compound... Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, it should still be within zone. Rampage going to get the last member from PH. And let's go over here with Webb now. He's going to be pushing across the street right above Prism at this moment. And I hear some shots coming out from water back there. Lick D's is going to be right below Ape and Raymond over there. I'm seeing some stuff come out. He's trying to get a revive going off. Ape currently knocked inside of the building on the second floor up there. Raymond looks to be going for the revive. They're going to have about 45 seconds until this one starts shifting. And Molly ends up coming out, forcing Raymond out the window. He goes ahead and drops down. And Ape is right there, so should have no issues with the revive. Legend's going to get a knock onto Webb. Clout's going to be right there beside him. LBJ going to get a finish onto Water out in the open field. So we're going to be down to our final 4 teams right now. And I didn't see who ended up getting the knock onto Galaxy. I think it might have been one of the members for Team 13. Went through the kill feed just a little bit too quickly. Here comes the rest of Team 3. Now going to be pushing down. You can see LBJ for Team 13 has pushed quite far away from his team. Going to be right here across the street from Lichties. Trying to come up right behind Shred It. And I definitely think LBJ has absolutely no idea that Lichties is right there. Team 13 is definitely doing pretty good this game. They're rocking it out with 20 fucking kills this round. Like, that is literally ridiculous. Pornhub gonna go ahead and get a knock onto Sandy with the M4. And they should be right there on them. Molly gonna come out right there, right beside 8. Rage gonna go ahead and get a knock onto Webb, and that is gonna eliminate 2 players right there from Shred It. LBJ is gonna push up to the broken wall. Gonna be very close to Clout now. And I didn't see what happened to the last member over there for DN1. The Pornhub ends up pushing the compound right here with Rampage. Legend's currently going to be knocked on the first floor. Galaxy is going to be upstairs, a little bit low on health, but it's going to be inside that room. Rage going to go for a couple shots right there onto Raymond, and I believe it might just be down to Raymond, isn't it? Now Raymond's locked. Cloud's still up. I don't know why Cloud looked like he was knocked. So this one's going to go ahead and push in. Galaxy's going to have to push out. She's going to get the last couple into Rampage right there. And I believe Pornhub gets knocked by possibly the play zone. Cloud's going to be over here shooting them as they all come into the zone. They've all now made it to the broken wall back there. As you can see, well, that's it. I think Shred It won it just to zone damage. So let's see how many kills they had. So LBJ gonna have 8 kills, Pornhub gonna have 10, and Rage gonna have 7. That is ridiculous. So Shred is gonna go out in first, P-Noise in second, Prism in third, DN1 in fourth, Ice in fifth, PH in sixth, and Fear in seventh. So gonna go ahead and take some end game pictures real quick, guys. Go ahead and get round number 4 set up. Next match is gonna be Erangel. All right, guys, we're going to get round number 4 underway. Go ahead and switch the overlay out. This round's going to be air and go once again. So there's going to be one game after this. We're going to do Miramar one more time, and that's going to be it for tonight. Looks like we're going to be rocking, I think it was like 60-something people. And basically a short notice. A lot of people couldn't make the last 2 games, so I'm not going to penalize those couple teams. I announced it a little late in the day, took a vote on it. So next week, definitely be running 5 games once again. I think I'm going to do that for quite a while. I got the room cards to do it with now. And see how this one goes down. The last match, like, there was action literally everywhere. I think that's some of the most action I've ever had in one single game. Alright guys, so plane line, round number 4, we're going to go from northeast corner of Yasnaya all the way down to Primorsk. From what I can tell, it does look like everybody should have literally every single drop on this map, except for probably North George and Zakari. But that's just my guess. You could get a lawn drop maybe from George Pool if you kind of pop your parachute and float it out a little bit. I'm one for dropping 2 vehicles instead. So we're going to get our first couple teams jumping out of the plane already. We got quite a few teams jumping to the northeastern side. Some heading up to Stalber, some going to Kameshki, and then it looks like 3 teams possibly heading to Lipovka. That I got to check out. I've never seen that many teams go there. Oh no, my game froze. Please let me back in. I've never had a crash on this version of the game yet. That's my first one. So let's see if I can hopefully get to that battle in Lipovka real quick. So we're going to have Team 4, Team 16, and Team 23 all over there. Normally, I don't see that many teams dropping to this location. So we are going to see Virus GG go ahead and back off out of Lipovka, which is going to leave Ice and Mobile Warriors battling it out down here. So I do hear some shots coming out from across the street from Yeet. He's going to go ahead and get the knock on to Orphan. Going to be quite some distance away from the rest of his team. So Mystic is going to go ahead and try to flank around the deli, possibly try to make his way to Orphan. His main chance, without Yeet seeing him, would be using that broken wall, which he's going to go ahead and do. Glitching Atchi. Right now, I would be telling them if I was their in-game lead, I'd probably be telling them just maintain their position, don't take too many shots, just try to draw their cover away from the revive over here. That way the team can meet up with each other and possibly... And we see the rest of Ice is now going to be pushing up towards each other. Yeet's still going to be across the street, getting the off angle on this team. Coast's going to get a knock onto Akira. And they coming out right there from Ashy, getting a knock onto Water. Mobile War is going to go ahead and push in, get that thirst onto water right there. Glitch going to go ahead and get knocked by Zaddy through the window on the other building. So right now it is just going to be down to Zaddy, and does he still have one guy up? Yeah, he's still going to have Yeet, but oh, he's going to be right here by the crates right below me. So another nade coming through the window. This one is not going to... Actually, no, that's going to be a smoke. So Yeet's going to go ahead and get the finish onto Glitch. And Zaddy is now going to come over and help. It's going to be a 2v2 right here. Believe Mystic's still knocked. Could be a lot of users on it exclusive. I haven't seen any drop frames or any kind of notifications or anything on my end. So Ashy is going to be knocked. It is going to be up to Yeet. And I believe Zaddy gets the one to Ashy, and Yeet takes down Mystic. So this zone is going to shift towards the western side of the main, and Military Island right here is going to have a little bit of water in it. Let's see where the teams are at. Team 7 is going to have a misfire down there at Military. Oh, I see what's going on. They're hitting each other. So at this moment, we're just really waiting for rotations out of these teams. Team 17 going to have a misfire over there. Whoa. Sorry, guys. I'm just talking in chat since there's really nothing going on right now. So we're going to be seeing Me6 rotating down. They're going to be coming in right behind Legends and going to be coming right in between Shredded as well. So let's actually go to these guys since they're not too far away from Team 4 at the moment. Kind of looks like they might be inside prison? Yeah. So they were the team that ended up backing off of Lipovka since so many teams ended up running there. So on their part, definitely a good decision. Lipovka, not a very big city for 3 teams to drop in. So very very surprising that that many teams actually ended up going there. So I'm going to go back to Y on the drop. So spectate Team 20. Going to pass right by Team 19 over there at Apartments. And going to be seeing Abel rotating down in his Dacia right there and going to continue to go. Let's see where these two guys end up rotating to instead. It looks like they're headed towards the Pachinki area. Did see some shots coming from Abel. Not really too sure what he was shooting at, but I guess something. I'm not a big fan of 7.6 guns except for like snipers. I'll use them when I absolutely have to, but I'm more of 5.5s. My go-to is probably M4 VSS or Uzi M4. That'll probably be the two combos I run the most of. Let's check in with Prism over here. See some shots coming downrange. Did see a couple from Legends right here going up there towards Team 20. Shots coming out from Team 19 over here at School Apartments now. Oh, man. Gonna go ahead and rotate back down to Team 20. Check on what's going on with these guys. I believe one of the players from Zone Fighters ended up getting knocked by a vehicle explosion from what I could tell through the kill feed. Actually, now might have been Red Zone. So anytime Red Zone comes down, first thing you'll see me do, run for cover. I don't know why. The Red Zone loves to knock me. Not only does it like to knock me, for some reason it'll send out a second one to thirst me every single time it knocks me. Like, I stay away from Red Zone. If Red Zone comes out, stay away from me. I don't know why it's drawn to me. So I definitely will not fuck around with Red Zone whatsoever. You see some shots right there coming out from Abe with the VSS. Let's see if we can get a first-person view on him. Trying to get the thirst over there on one of the players for Team 20. As we can see, Team 3 is going to be rotating very close to Team 7 over there at the bridge. Team 7 looks to possibly be gatekeeping. And Ronald going to go ahead and get a knock onto one of the players from DN1. DN1 going to get a knock on return. Yeah, sorry, in return. Let's see where both these teams are at. And we'll go ahead and switch over to them real quick. Am I blind? Oh, right in front of my face. And STR getting some knocks onto Shredded over here at the bridge. Let's go ahead and check this battle out. I believe 2 of the members, actually it looks like 3 of the members from Shredded currently knocked. And let's see if they go ahead and jump in the vehicles, go ahead and try to push some of these. If they go ahead and push Web, at least they have extra UAs right there. And they're going to go ahead and push this one uncontested. Don't take any damage from the rest of the team. One of the players goes ahead, push-ups, gets the confirm onto Web, I believe, in the front of the building. And then Ape, Raymond, and Clout still going to be standing near the 3-story, 2-story compound just to their east. Fire and Fury going to be left behind. Get a little off angle with the sniper back there. Always a little bit help having some cover from some distance. And Shredded now going to hop in their vehicle, go ahead and rotate out. Currently rotating through the little death traps. Making their way right towards United Front, up on the top of this hill to their left-hand side. And they're going to go ahead and crash this compound instead, but you can hear some shots from Team 11 landing on the vehicle just at the very tail end of that one. Galaxy gonna get a knock. Let's see where this one is currently going down, so we can go ahead and switch over. I actually see DN1 and Team 24 battling it out down here in Primorsk. So one of the players for Team 24 are now pushing up. Gonna get a little bit of cover right there behind the broken wall. Devil gonna be knocked on the second story of the compound. Licties is gonna come around the propane tank and gonna run right into the member for Team 24. Tries to land some shots with the Uzi. They're gonna go ahead and push up, go for that thirst, and they're gonna go ahead and get it. Licties is gonna go ahead and push up the building, get one knock. Player jumps out, gonna get the second knock. And I believe that's going to leave Team 24 down to 2 players right there. Currently, one of them being revived in the building back there by Goblin. Legit Brit is now going to be pulling up in the UAZ. Goblin going to push forward. Going to get some shots landed on him right there by Ligties. And here comes one more. Gapes is going to get knocked. And is going to be down to Goblin. Goblin ends up getting a knock onto Licties. Legit Brit ended up going for the revive onto her player over there. And here comes the nade. Doesn't make it over the wall. Holy shit. That was a very nice nade right there by Legit Brit. If it wasn't for that little bounce right there at the end, that definitely wouldn't have had any kind of knock. So Twat Waffle getting some shots landed right there onto Trasher. Smiley standing a little bit in the open, going to go ahead and go prone. You can hear, I guess, one of their teammates wants to hop in the vehicle, go ahead for the rotate out. And let's check in with Team 4 as Team 7 tries to rotate bottom. Do they take the shots? Diverse has the DP. Definitely the gun to be using on this one, but they're going to rotate on the other side of the little dip, providing them some cover, making their way, rotation into this zone just a little bit easier. Me6 gonna get a knock onto Legends with, I believe, the M24 is what it looked like in the kill feed. And I believe that one came from Big Chuck up there. So let's go ahead and check in with Mobile Warriors. Now it does look like No, actually, they went and tried to crash Team 11. Ends up losing 2 players out of the vehicle as they try to rotate back. Definitely try to put out some smokes. And let's see if one of their players can at least make it back for the revive. Twat Waffle barely making it back themselves. You can see probably about 3 to 4 HP. Going to go ahead for the heal up before the revive. And I believe they ended up losing 2. 1 up on the hill and 1 as they tried to rotate back down. Zone's going to shift just north. Going to be pretty much right in between Gatka and Pachinki. Going to have ruins to the north. And Team 17 is actually going to have a pretty good location in this zone, as well as Team 11. The only other place that I would consider primarily safe at this time is if you look at the very center of the yellow crosshair right there above Team 11. Compound to the very left would be probably one I would try to go after myself. Most of the teams are going to come in from the southeastern side of this zone, basically right where Prism and Team 20 are currently occupying. So I definitely expect to see a bunch of fighting on that side. So here comes a nade from Legends. Let's see if it causes any kind of damage right there to Platypus. It's actually not going to be nades. It's going to be a bunch of smokes. Platypus is going to push down. Gets knocked by Legends right there with the Scar. And Galaxy pushes over the edge. Going to get the knock onto Abel. And that is going to leave 1 member still standing for team number 20. Gonna go ahead and backtrack to the drop. And they've already noticed that he's there. You can hear the bullets bouncing off that thing. Galaxy and Scuba going to push down as quickly as they can, try to get the last couple bullets into them as they rotate away. But going to go ahead and crash the compounds. Doesn't look like anything ended up landing, so it should be pretty good for the next zone. And here is going to be most of the fighting. Let's actually check in with zone fighters over here real quick. You're going to see Serenity rotating in. Right now, zone fighters is going to try to gatekeep them from coming through. They have a pretty good spot in the zone right now. These little hills right outside of ruins have a lot of dips and crevices that you can go actually hide in, rotate one from the next, and makes it very, very easy to never shoot from the same location twice. Yeah, I'm saying I'm going to go for the revive right there onto Jers. And let's check in on the last man for Team 20. And I think that one is going to go to Scuba. Let's finish off this battle between these two teams right here. It's going to be Don G-Buds and Wookie. And actually, Jerry's got the last one right as soon as I tried coming out of the first-person view onto Yamam San. Rotate down to Team 17. They are placing some shots onto somebody. I see Team 4 is not too far away from them right now. Definitely landing some shots in his back. And that is going to come from team number 7 directly on top of him. I actually thought that was his team. The two greens made it look like they were all together. I didn't even look at the number. And here comes some shots from Team 7. I believe they're going to go ahead and blow that vehicle up. They're going to have Me 6 directly behind them to the southwest. That's going to be a full team. They're going to have Virus GG just to their 185. I believe that's going to be a 3-man. Cosmos Esports going to be rotating along the side of the hill. They're going to have one member for Team 11 directly above them. This is going to be Spavi. And he's going to go ahead and peek the side of the hill. And let's see what happens when he zooms in. Going to get the knock onto one. And gets the second. Unfortunately, that's the same kind of stuff right there that happens in ESL. You can rotate in with a whole entire team, and there could be a solo all the way up to a full entire team just laying prone in the grass in an area you would never honestly think to even look. You think you're safe, and then all of a sudden, the game is like, nah, fuck you. You don't get to live much farther. So Shred is going to occupy the only building right here in this side of the zone. They're going to have Team 19 just behind them to the northeast. They're still going to have Spobby over here rocking it out, one man for UF. And this zone's going to go ahead and shift north. It's going to give zone fighters a pretty good location, as well as Team 19 and Shred It. So these three teams definitely won't have to move a whole lot. Team 19 probably has the best spot in zone right now. They have, that northern compound just outside of Pachinki. That's going to be the warehouse and the L building. And let's see where these shots are coming out of. They're trying to play some shots onto Spobby over there for United Front. B6 going to rotate up the hill now. They are going to come right here next to the guy for United Front. It's going to crash in. And Hatter going to take a couple to the back right there. And Spobby going to get the knock onto Hatter. Let's see if Hatter goes for the thirst. I believe that one got stolen by Shred It. And let's check back in with Prism now. So Sunny going to go ahead and claim the knock onto Jiggy. And STR taking quite a bit of damage from Prison up on top of the hill. I believe they ended up losing fire right there. Killer OP knocked as he's trying to come through the zone. And Ayusha trying to somehow get there, healing off in the meantime. And so we're still going to have 8 teams still up. Going to have quite a few on the northern side of the zone as well. Let's go over here with Team 8 now. Check in with Zone Fighters. They're going to be battling it out with Team 4 right now. So we're going to have a couple knocks right here. Not really too sure what that was. That had to be some kind of glitch. It looked like he got launched up over the vehicle. And this one's going to come down to Diverse. He tries to get the nade out, ends up taking his teammate out, and gets rushed on by Zone Fighters, and Propagate is going to go ahead and eliminate him from this one. And Marksman going to get knocked for Team 7 out in the field. Shredder trying hard to get the confirmed kill onto that one, give themselves some more points in this one. Supreme going to get the knock on to one of the members from Zone Fighters. Let's go down here to Team 19 right now. Also going to have 2 members for DN1 off in the field. Team 19, I definitely haven't seen him look in that location. So as long as they stay prone, I don't think they should have any issues making it to zone. Their only issue may be Prism. If that's more than 100 meters out, nothing around them is going to render in, so it's going to be pretty easy for them to see them. JD Smooth going to get a knock onto Protocol as he tries to push forward towards the warehouse area. Supreme going to get a knock onto Jers as well. Now it's just going to be down to Propagate and Yam I'm saying. So zone is now going to shift. It is going to go pretty much open field down the field from where Team 19 currently stands. It's going to be to their west. So they're going to go up, try to get some confirmed kills right here onto Zone Fighter. JD Smooth going to take down Protocol right there. You know what I'm saying? And Propagate outside of the zone. You know what I'm saying? Gets the heal off just in time. Supreme goes ahead and confirms the kill onto Propagate. So now it's just going to be down to, you know what I'm saying? He is going to be right on the edge of the zone coming through. And should be safe enough to heal. For a second, it looked like he may have been on the top side of that, but it looks like there's a little, like, dip down right here. So Prism is going to push across the street, the same side that he is currently on. They're going to go ahead and pop some smokes, gives themselves a little bit of cover, put their vehicles in a line to provide themselves some shots through the smoke as well. Let's see if Yam was saying tries to push down this way. It definitely looks like he's going to prone this way. But these are going to be our final 5 teams. You're looking at Shredded, Prism, DN1. Oh, Supreme and JD Smooth move in. Supreme's going to get the last couple into Yam, I'm saying. This is going to lead Prism to start looking this way. Legit Break going to get a knock onto Abe. Galaxy going to get a knock onto JD Smooth. Galaxy's going to go ahead and thirst that one and also takes down Supreme. So that is going to give these guys 14 kills in this round. Looking at our final 3. Clout's going to be not too far away from them. I assume placing some shots right there onto Sendy. Sendy going to get the knock onto Cloud. Now it's just going to be down to Raymond for Send It. And then they're also going to have 2 members for DN1 just at the top of the hill. What's up, Ashes? So hearing some shots come out. I believe those are in the direction of Galaxy and Sendy. So I'm not sure if this one DN1 member has any idea that Raymond is right here. Raymond comes in directly behind. Proning goes ahead and gets the knock and goes for the thirst, which is just going to leave it to Legit Brit for DN1. Scuba's now going for the flank. Legit Brit is focusing on the team behind her. And Scuba moves in, goes ahead and gets the knock, and goes ahead and starts pushing down towards Raymond. And it is about to be a 4v1. And Raymond gets the knock onto Scuba, and I believe I didn't get to see who got the last one, but very nice job to Prism right there. They're going to go out in first place in our 4th round for tonight. Shred is going to go out in 2nd, DN1 in 3rd. Supreme and his team out in 4th, Zone Fighters in 5th, STR in 6th, and Myra's GG in 7th. Going to go ahead and take some endgame pictures and set up our 5th and final game of tonight. And then try to get scores out as quickly as possible. I believe Binary's been doing that in the background. That way, everything done very, very quickly tonight. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get the next lobby set up. Give us about 10 minutes, and then next game should be underway. Alright guys, this is going to be our final round of tonight. We're going to be playing Miramar this round. We're going to go from the prison area all the way up to the middle of nowhere. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce these two city names. Alright guys, for everybody that follows my stream, tomorrow is going to be a very long day. We're going to have the ESL practice scrims at 3:30. Those are going to go to just before the start of ESL. And then after ESL is all said and over around, what is it, like 10:30? I'm going to start helping out Diamond League, streaming for them a little bit. So tomorrow I'm going to be streaming twice, so instead of just Wednesdays, I'm going to be streaming quite a few days a week now. So definitely appreciate all you guys continue coming in, showing the support, even if you're not playing. And definitely just trying to get my name out there, hit the 1,000 followers. I think we're close to 800 now. I'm not sure if my little bot has kept up whenever I check in. It's always a little bit different than what my actual Twitch says. So we're going to have two teams. All Pazzo, going to be Ice and STR. Gonna have a fight between Team 19 and Team 13 pretty much off the bat right here. Let's see where Team 13's at. So it's gonna be P-Noise. They're gonna be controlling the little bit taller buildings, kind of closer towards the center of this town. Unknown is gonna be a little far away from his team. Wait, is that the Unknown from Kamikazes? So Akira is going to be playing up just away from the team. And this could be good or bad. You can see Rage, Rampage, and Pornhub are all going to be right here in this vicinity, and they continue to push forward. So Rampage has now made it up to the building directly in front of Akira. Let's see how they handle this one. Pornhub going to go ahead and jump off the top of the building, get the knock onto Akira, and Pornhub goes for the thirst. Harlem going to get a knock onto Yaman-san. And Zone's going to go ahead and ship to the western side of this place. So Monte Nuevo is going to be pretty much dead center. And here comes some shots. I believe that is going to come from JD Smooth and Supreme. I'm not sure if they ended up landing on Pornhub or if that little bit of damage was caused between the skirmish with Akira earlier. Rage is now going to push up. Use that little itty-bitty piece of broken wall right here for some cover. Got a third-person peek it. Try to get some kind of view on where Supreme and JD Smooth are at. Out comes the Molly, a little bit past Supreme. He's going to go ahead and jump off the stairs, backtrack to the broken wall of the compound just behind him. Pornhub's going to go ahead and get the knock right before he goes ahead and is able to jump over it. JD Smooth going to be on the other side of the road using the dip right off the street. And JD Smooth going to get a knock onto Rage. And I believe United Front just took down Zone Fighters, I believe, is what I might have just saw. No, George is still standing for that team. Out comes the nade, and I believe that... How did that not fucking knock him? So Team 13 is going to now push across the street, and it is just going to be up to Unknown for Team 13. Let's head over here into El Paso. Check out Team 23 and Team 7. See how close these guys are together. So, Water going to be right in the middle of two of their players. Actually, three, because you can see Fire and Fury is now going to be pushing forward to this vicinity. And the rest of Ice, it sounds like they're heading this way too. Yeet's going to be on top of the building. Water's going to get dropped by Ayusha. And I don't think I dropped this one in the last couple games. If you want to register for the ESL training scrims, go ahead and join this link. The man that just sent that message above me, Ignatius, is the one that's going to be running the event. Go ahead and get up with him as long as you are currently participating in ESL matches. If there's open spots, I think it should be good. So I believe they start at 3:30, go to around 5:30. And it's actually some really good practice. So nade coming out very close to Fire and Fury right across the street. Oh, Yeet is going to jump down, lose 90% of his HT. So here comes Ice, Biscuit, and Yeet have now all pushed down. Zaddy's going to go ahead and jump out. As soon as he jumps out, he takes a couple, and that's going to be from his marksman over there. Going to go ahead and get the thirst, and I believe that is going to be it for Ice Esports. Let's go ahead and check in Cosmos over here. So Serenity is going to be in the same city as these guys. You can see Ella is going to be the closest one to them. And now zone's going to shift even more to the western side. Team 13. Team 13 is going to be up near Hacienda. They're going to be all by themselves over here. They're going to be somewhat close to United Front. And they're going to go ahead and push up the hill. And United Front, I believe, is going to be at the compound just on the other side of it. They did let a couple shots off right there. I'm not sure if those were on purpose or not, but it's definitely going to give their position away just a little bit. I believe this is just going to be Smiley and Spivey right here. So Pinoy is already going to be rocking it out with 4 kills this round already. Let's see if they can beat, what was it, 2 games in a row, or last game, like 20-something kills. You can see Spotty's body right there peeking out from the side. Rage is going to go ahead and get the knock and the thirst with the Uzi. The rest of United Front is over here as well. You can see Magos is going to be pushing up in the SUV. Harlem is going to crash the backside right there. Pornhub is now going to roll up. Doesn't get off the motorcycle in time. Gets knocked right there by Smiley. Rampage going to go ahead and push in. Rampage getting knocks as well. LBJ and Rage still standing. Rage trying to place some shots right there onto McGhost. Gets the knock onto McGhost. LBJ is able to heal back up. And that is going to be it for, what was it, Team 13? And let's see where Team 16 is. Right there in the center. So they're already in the zone. You're going to see quite a few teams rotating in from the eastern side of this one. Quite a few of them still in the blue zone, such as Team 10. One player from Team 12. Shredda is rotating through it, but they look to have vehicles. But all in all, they should be safe for a little bit. All of these teams that you see rotating in from the right-hand side right there possibly could go in their direction depending on where this next zone shift is. Let's actually go ahead and check out Team 24 up here. I do hear some shots coming up the street. It's going to be the other Mobile Warriors team just down the street from these guys. And they're going to go ahead and blow up the vehicle down this way. That way they have no way but to rotate. If they do continue to come over here, you can see there is a motorcycle just over there. When I lay out strategies, I go in, let's say, what is it, the interactive map that's on the internet. I'll go ahead and search like drop location, shit like that. I'll go ahead and circle spots for us to land. I don't like people landing the same spots, so I'll try to spread it out between 4 people. And I'll literally mark every single vehicle. I'll play something 10 times to figure out where everything is. And I'll literally mark absolutely anything that is useful that pops up somewhere over and over and over and over again. That way my team knows exactly where things are, literally at all times. So Team 24 is now rushing in. They're going to be taking on Team 17. Flex Seal is going to be right there, third person peeking the side of this building. Gaps Play is going to get some shots landed on him by Weirdo right there. Flex Seal going to get knocked. And Thirsted now is just going to be down to Weirdo over here for Team 17. And actually, I take that back. 2 more members for Team 17 are just across the street. This is going to be Twat Waffle and Unicorn Wing. So Goblin going to get the knock on the Twat Waffle. And it's just going to be up to Weirdo and Unicorn Weenie. So they're going to go ahead and thirst Waffle over there. So now it is going to be back to a 4v2. And Goblin is now going to get a knock onto Unicorn Weenie. So it is just going to be down to Weirdo for this team over here. Gaps Play definitely has to hear these footsteps behind him. And is trying to play some shots onto them as they rotate across the street. I believe that nade ends up bouncing back across the wall, coming very close where he just was. That would have been a really nice bounce if he was still there. So he bounced it right there off that little ledge and got it just to go to where he thought it should have gone. And we're just going to go ahead and get on the second story. That one's just going to go a little bit too far to the players from Team 24. Now going to be pushing around the wall. And let's see what he does right here. And Weirdo gets up there just in time before they come through that door. So here comes the zone. Both these teams going to be in it. And right now, Weirdo did not have the angle to shoot down, but they did have the angle to shoot up. Unfortunately, that cost him just a little bit too much health right there in the very beginning. If it wasn't for that, I believe he may have gotten at least 1 or 2 knocks up there. Legit Brit, I believe, is going to be taken down by Bulls. Bulls and Chaos getting some knocks and some kills from the vehicle explosion right there. And Team 7 is going to be just up the hill for these guys. Bulls end up getting knocked as soon as he went to try to get some of the loot from the box by the cars. So you're going to have 2 players for Team 7 on one hill, 2 players from Team 7 on another. And this is going to bring Cosmos down to a 3-man. Harlem going to get a vehicle explosion on, I believe that was Shreddit. And we're going to see some shots exchange right here between Team 11 and Team 3. I want to say McGhost ended up getting a knock onto one. So Harlem is now going to confirm the knock onto Raymond. It's just going to be down to Clout and Ape down there. See quite a few shots landed on Clout. Clout's going to be down to 1 HP. And this one is going to shift hard right. It's going to go straight towards Team 16. They're going to occupy the dead center of this one. Team 14 and Team 12 are also going to make out on it, as well as Virus GG. They're going to be the only ones right there on the southeastern side of the zone, as well as Team 10 is going to be the only ones on the north side of it. So going to be a bunch of easy rotations for some of these teams coming in. Let's check over here with Team 9. They're going to be battling it out with Team 7 at the moment. You can see Wookie landing a couple shots right there onto the right STR member. So Goblin going to go ahead and get the knock on to Harlem. And Jose, I believe, is what the symbol said, is going to go ahead and claim it for him. So Team 7 right now is going to basically put Team 9 directly in the center of 2 duos of them. Not really a whole lot. Serenity is going to be able to rotate out of this. I really see no way out of this one with where Team 7 is posted up, unless they smoke. Actually, no, this might be their only escape if they do a smoke line back here and just keep running, and hopefully there is some kind of vehicle somewhere. But Team 7, they're going to have to rotate at some point, so they're going to have to back off this anyways. So they're going to have about 5 seconds until zone starts coming in. I either expect Team 7's going to rush this compound or just go around them and try to stay a little bit longer in this final round for tonight. So here's going to go ahead and be the rotation. Serenity is going to head down the embankment. And STR is going to have to make the rotation this way. And this one is going to shift right in the center of the red zone. So the one member for Team 14 is going to be right there in the center. Team 16 is going to have a lucky zone as well. Did see some shots coming out from Team 12, just to their right-hand side. And that's going to be Me 6 up there on top of the hills. And I want to say Serenity is taking on Team 7 once again. And Cindy.com gonna get the knock with the nade. And that one's just gonna bounce over the top of Team 7. And I believe that is going to be it for Serenity on that one. So very nice job to Team 7. They're going to go ahead and have to rotate in. This zone is going to be packed pretty densely. Everybody's going to be just a little bit spread apart. We still have 10 teams still standing, 32 people. So not going to really be a whole lot of room to rotate unless you're coming in from, what, the northern edge right there? South looks pretty dense. Right now we're going to be seeing Prism Esports taking on Team 24. Currently Goblin, the only one still standing. Let's go down here, see if we can get a view onto these guys. Goblin going to try to play some smokes down. With it being this far in game, a revive is probably not the best thing to do because he's not going to be able to heal off. So he's pretty much just wasting his time using his own stuff in his backpack. But right now, just needs to go down to a one-man for that team and just try to get points. So Team 7 just going to be on the very edge. Prism's going to be right on top of the hill beside him. You're going to see Team 11 is going to be somewhat close to them as well. McGhost going to be the last one standing for Team 11. Hilo gonna get the knock onto one of the members for Virus GG. Big Chuck gonna eliminate one of them as well. And here comes a bunch of shots from Team 6. I want to say they're placing some downrange onto Team 7. Goblin's still going to be alive for Team 24 over there. So Goblin has now rotated around Prism Esports, getting away from all the cluttered teams just to the southwestern side of this zone. Killer OP going to get knocked right there by Sandy with the M4. The rest of Team 7 is going to be very far outside the zone. Unless they have a vehicle, it's going to be very, very hard to come into the zone right now, especially with how much damage it's causing to these teams. Prism is now going to have to rotate forward, and this zone is going to shift right to Team 10. So let's go up here with Team 6, check in with me 6 real quick. And Sandy is going to eliminate Goblin, so I believe that is the last team they're going to have to worry about over there. Me6 going to be using the little crevice back here on the side of the zone. And see what Team 10 and everybody else is up to over here. Jiggy going to get a knock onto one of them. Are going to get knocked by Team 10. They're going to be right there behind that one little small tree. At least they have a little bit of the buggy to crawl behind. I'm not sure if it's been blown up, but no, it is not. That'd be the first thing I actually went for before trying to get any kind of knocked on that team, was trying to blow that up and see if I can get both of them at once. McGhost's going to be not too far away for Team 11. Going to be looting up on the crate just behind Team 10 right now. And here comes some shots between Team 10 and Team 12. It's going to be a knock right there onto Hatter. Hilo trying to run into the zone before it takes too much damage. And it's going to be shot from the right and knocked as soon as he breaks. And Big Chuck going to go ahead and get a knock on. Okay, Abe's going to go ahead and push up. And Playzone is going to knock one of them again as soon as they get healed. I believe now it's just going to be down to Lazy K up here. Prism going to be pushing up on the left-hand side. They're going to come in right behind McGhost over there. So right now, these are going to be our 4 final teams in this one. We're going to have 2 solos, 1 for Team 11 and 1 for Team 6. And it's going to be hiding out right in the corner of this little dump truck. Going to go ahead and get the knock onto Galaxy. One nade could take this out. So here comes the smoke. Out comes a nade. That one's going to be just too far. And unfortunately, there was really nothing Scuba could do right there. So, not going to blame anybody on that. It is a team kill, but shit does happen. Just a little bit too close. Big Chuck going to get the knock onto Lazy K. Going to go ahead and get the thirst. He's going to go ahead and move into the compound now. And here comes Big Chuck pushing up through. Let's go ahead and get a first-person view onto this one. He's going to get a knock onto OK Abe. Goes ahead and thirst. Let's see where the other member for Team 10's at. And it's going to be a random nade that he walks into by Legends. Prism Esports is just chucking everything in there, hoping to just get random knocks. And that is going to be it for our final round, folks. So very nice job right there to Prism. And they're going to go out with what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 kills in our 5th round. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you for all the follows. Come check out the channel tomorrow. It's going to be very active, starting at, I believe, 3:30. We're going to do an event for Prism Esports. And then ESL happens from 6 o'clock till about 10:30. And then after that, we're going to do, I'm going to do helping out Diamond League for the first time. Going to go ahead and stream some of their stuff. So definitely appreciate it if everybody could stop by tomorrow, check out both streams. And let's see how fast we can get up to 1,000 followers. Definitely love to hit that goal for myself, so we can look on to bigger and better things. So as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Definitely appreciate all the love and support. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. So I think the stream will just take a little bit of time to catch up. So I'm going to take some end game pictures real quick. But other than that, I am excited to branch out. I guess I've never really done anything that big before. But definitely appreciate that my clan's gone out of the way. Try to find stuff for me to do. Love playing comp with them, and definitely a good group of guys and girl. So, all right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.